All right, welcome to the Fourm podcast. My name is Dallas. We also have Zach, Gabby, Tim, and tonight with us is Cameron.
Dramatic pause.
Yeah, thanks for joining. And tonight, Cameron was talking about Facebook, which is how you know Cameron is 47 years old.
Wow.
Hey, man, at least it's not MySpace.
No, actually, ironically, MySpace would be better because it would be like the retro thing.
Are you really having an argument about social media?
It's all horrible, which
Okay.
actually is why I'm segueing into it. I finally deleted my Facebook. I've been wanting to for a really long time.
That's why you haven't answered any of my messages.
I don't think you've messaged me recently anyway, but no, I literally just deleted it yesterday, and I was like,
congratulations.
Yeah. I don't need an applause for it.
I mean,
but
it's great that you don't have a face or time anymore.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Dallas, please edit an applause after.
Yeah, please do.
Cheers, Lars. Cheers. Yeah.
No,
but
is there a generic cheers in there?
Well, I feel like if you need applause for it, then you shouldn't have deleted it. Like you're doing it for attention, then you haven't really done it the right way. Anyway. I've been wanting to delete it for a long time because I barely use it. I only used it basically for the messenger function for literally for years. And up until a couple of years ago where I thought, while I was in business school, I was like, I should update it and like update all of my, professional attributes and
your
things
virtual
like that.
identity.
Yeah, but like more for like basically what a LinkedIn would be for.
Yeah.
And so anyway, which I do have and I still use because those are actually really valuable. But as a personal way to communicate with like other people, I just don't see it as anything good. And I haven't done any of the normal posts or anything for the longest time. And so I was like, well, this is just a waste. And so I was just like, I'm going to delete it. And so finally I did, which it took me a long time because they have it hidden behind multiple layers of bullshit.
They don't want to let you go.
Yeah, it is multiple layers of bullshit. And then so you have to go through all these things. You literally have to affirm that you want to delete it. Like, no joke, like 7 times. Putting in your password, affirming again, going to another page being like, are you sure you don't want to like just deactivate it? Like don't delete it. Like just deactivate it for a while and you can always come back.
Did they want you to go through the maze too? Or?
There's a whole level of bullshit.
Labyrinth.
There's stuff I can't even tell you. You won't even face it until you get to that level. Yeah.
Face.
There's all kinds of bullshit. And so
like,
so I went through this whole thing.
Like some old school pixel like
yeah, like, it's like prove you're not a robot.
Jeffy B's
Minotaur.
Trying to make sure he keeps everything.
Seriously, no, and then they try to use like other scare tactics, like where they go, well, if you don't want to lose any of this stuff, you should download it, like save it, like it's like all your posts and all your photos, and I was just like, I mean, most photos on Facebook are photos that people took of me and tagged me anyway, so I was like, I really don't care. I have all these, any photo I would have posted to Facebook, it means I have stored somewhere anyway. So I was like, you're not like the carrier of like all my information.
You're not special.
And this is also the main reason why I wanted to delete it as well. I don't want you to be hosting all my shit. So, and also the fact that I've had it since I was like, I don't know, my friend made it for me when I was like 17 or something. Like I didn't want to be on Facebook then because I'd already had a MySpace and I was like, I don't see what's the point of this. And
MySpace was fun though.
I remember, if MySpace you could customize. Yeah, MySpace MySpace was an actual MySpace. Videos. Like Facebook was so corporatized, I felt like even from the beginning. And
wait a minute. How is that a problem for you?
Well, like I said, as a personal entity, it's a problem because the whole point is that you're trying to be.
Where's your professional?
Why
Facebook?
do I need? It's LinkedIn.
Okay.
I do have a LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm totally down for that.
I'm just saying something that's corporatized should be like.
Not for people.
Okay.
Corporatization for corporations is great. That only makes sense. Personalization
But now wait a minute, because by law, corporations are people.
Well, they yes and no. that law is a little more tricky than that. But yeah, I get what you're saying. But yeah, it's just that they can be tried as their own entity, basically. So like, it's not just like one person. Basically, it helps not. It helps to keep from like scapegoating onto just like one person and being like, oh, it's all their fault. It's like, no, it's the company as a corporation. Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Facebook's dumb.
Anyway, yeah. The
I think
point
mine
is,
still says that I'm single. I think.
mine is. I was gonna say, you know what's funny?
I just remembered.
Trouble.
Wow.
Hey, you know what the funny thing is? If it's not Facebook official,
If it's not
it's
Facebook,
not official.
Yikes.
That's good to know. Poor Zach. Well,
My grandma's like, who is he?
she's like, I can't see him. You're still single on your message on Facebook. You know what's funny? I don't think I've ever been in a relationship on Facebook.
I know I haven't.
I don't think I've ever
No,
checked it to in a relationship.
Mine just doesn't have my relationship status as an option to be viewed.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can do a thing
nice.
where
You
it's
just
like
don't
not
have
to
it
the
on.
public.
I don't know if
Right.
mine is available either, but it used to be like way back in the day.
Yeah, I just turned all that stuff off.
I
Because you can
think
just
I
turn it all off
eventually-
except for like your name and where you live.
I just wish they had like a custom thing for the relationship. You could like
Yeah.
put in like
Stuck in a rut.
yeah.
No, I think they have like
Has
some.
a pet dragon.
some
yeah.
I really don't want to
Needs
know
fulfilled.
what that means.
Needs fulfilled.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Well, anyway, so yeah, I did that, and I was just like,
That's big.
I was glad to do it. No, I don't.
Wow.
Like I said, I don't say it for
Big
any like.
step.
At least not like it's.
That's huge news.
It's.
We should put it on Facebook.
Now does somebody want to
Yeah.
tell him about
Oh
it?
no, my friend
Now
Dallas
does
is
somebody
gone.
does somebody want to tell him about his Instagram account?
No, I know that Instagram. I know that Facebook owns that. The difference is there's way less personal information in that thing because it's just.
I know because I have 0 posts and I have people following me. It's
Yeah,
so great.
Like I was gonna say, and I have been thinking about it as I've deleted my Facebook. I was like, maybe I should delete the Instagram one too. And who knows? That
Don't
might.
disrespect my meme group I made. About...
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll see. We'll see what ends up pushing me over the edge. It'd be either you or just Justin's sending me memes, or Tim sending me the exact same things
meme
that
sent
Justin
you.
just sent me 5 seconds ago because he also sent it to Tim, and Tim for some reason thinks I'm not in the loop, and so he sends
Well,
me
you're
it,
not
and
in the
I'm
loop,
like,
but yeah,
yeah, okay,
But
well,
who else am I going to send my drinking memes to?
that's
true.
true. Yeah, I don't know. Send him to Cameron.
I don't drink.
He
says
says with a beer in his hand.
I mean, this is casual social drinking. I only drink when I'm around people until I get through it.
I mean, Cameron only drinks when he's around Dallas.
Yeah.
Should tell you something.
Hey, that's
Gingers actually. Gingers are my drinking group.
Okay, I mean, I'll take it.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
yeah. I would have
That's
to
how
drink just to
fit
be
in.
around gingers most of the time. That makes sense. Yeah. Now that computes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so I did that. And I was,
Do you know
I was
why
glad
the
to do
Irishman
that.
was driven to drink?
Why, Tim?
Because he was
Irish
Irish.
wife.
Because they didn't have any more potatoes.
Because they turned the potatoes into vodka.
No,
They caused their own potato famine.
Yeah, I think they did.
no, they didn't.
Yes,
yeah,
they
they turned
did.
all their potatoes into alcohol.
They're like, oh, we're starving.
No.
And
They're
you're
such
like, you
alcoholics
idiot.
Wow.
that
They drank all their
Incorrect
potatoes.
history.
They drank all their potatoes.
Incorrect
away.
history from Zach.
And then they got so drunk
No.
they forgot to plant more.
Those are my people too. It's okay. I admit it. You know.
That's funny. Sorry. What was
No,
your joke?
the Irishman was driven to drink
Why?
because his wife wouldn't let him drive drunk.
I know it was. It's always a woman. Wait, because she wouldn't let him drive drunk.
Yeah.
So he was driven
Wordplay, Cameron.
to drink.
He was driven to drink.
Driven.
Oh, I
Car.
get it.
Yeah, there
I
it
get
is. There it is.
Yeah,
There you go.
there you go.
It's not a great one, man. It's just
It's
just
I
one of
wasn't
them.
quite paying attention.
It's fine. You were drinking your beer,
He's drinking, which he never does.
which he never does.
Yeah. Reminds me of that joke from What About Bob? It's so hilarious. This is the old couple who's all pissed at his psychiatrist for buying their dream house.
Right.
And she just always keeps going and calls him, she's like, son of a bitch. And the husband just keeps going, she never says that. Anyway, I'm going to, be going on a trip here pretty soon. And yeah, recording is hopefully going to be happening while I'm away.
Yep.
Well, it's a couple.
Tell the people about your trip.
There's a couple options. Oh yeah, there's a trip
to
I'm taking.
incredibly exotic location.
It's very
you're headed
exotic.
for.
It's very different.
Different's a
there'll
good
be, it's very different.
Exotic. They have tornadoes.
Yeah.
I just looked across at Zach when he said it was exotic. I was like, "What are you talking?"
Yeah. That's how you defined exotic. Yeah. Wind. There's a lot of wind.
Wind there.
They have
Wind
wind.
there.
Wind
Yeah.
doesn't exist here.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is a trade off from the fire that we're in.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that's true. It's just heat, but no, it'll be a little more humid there for sure. But where I'm going to Oklahoma and I forget the name of the exact city, but some suburb of Oklahoma City, and so we'll be going
fun there.
Well, yeah, I mean, for me personally, yes, is one of my really good friends, Austin, lives there, and so I'm going there to visit him and his wife. And
Dallas is going to visit Austin in Oklahoma City.
yeah, and which is above Dallas, yeah,
And Texas in general.
and Texas in general. But
Yeah.
I mean, what I said is also true. It doesn't stop what I said from being true. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to be going there in just about 2 weeks. First, I'm going to be taking a little jaunt down to LA to go visit some friends for a birthday party, which I have to dress in 1920s era clothes. So that's garb. Yeah, I don't know what the proper word is.
Dress. Is
I don't know if they
what
take
it's called.
garb, in the 1920s, but
1920s dress is what you got.
there you go. See, he was alive in the 1920s.
I was
He
alive
would
in the
know.
1920s.
But so yeah, which that should be pretty fun. But that's literally we're gonna drive down the day before, go to the party. The next day, I'm gonna fly out of not LAX but Ontario. For those of you,
Wow.
yeah, it's very exotic.
Wow.
There's so many people who are gonna be like, "Why are you flying out of Canada?" But I'm gonna fly out of Ontario.
I mean, if they
And-
think it's Canada.
Oh, dude, you have no idea how many people will be like, "Wait, you're driving down to LA, but then you're flying out of Cal." Yeah, yeah, all the way up to Ontario, all the way, which is across it's like all the way on the East Coast. Anyway, the point is, I'm gonna fly out of there. I just thought that's fun because I never flown out of Ontario, so I can't wait to see what apparently it is an international airport. So I didn't realize that LAX had like a sister airport that was that big. I didn't realize it. But anyway, so I'm gonna be flying out of there. I think I have a layover in Phoenix or something, but it's relatively a short flight, and then gonna get over there, and then I may be taking a short trip over to Indiana as well, which is to visit my brother, because that's the team, one of the teams that he's playing baseball for right now in Edinburgh,
One of those burgs.
Edinville, or
Edinburgh is a place. I don't know.
No, I can't remember. It's like Evansville. That's
Evansville.
it. Evansville. That's There's you got to see my brain work right there, but
You all remember your history.
yeah.
Zach.
That was it.
Wait, what? Oh my gosh!
Why are you like this?
Wow. Yeah. Tim started it with his fucking driving Irishman
I'm happy
driving
with,
drunk. Oh
I'm
my
happy
gosh.
with that.
I'm just gonna.
I'm happy with that,
Oh
Zach.
my
I'll
God.
have it.
Flat jokes can we get?
I don't as many as we want, man.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, so
Just
Yeah,
say,
so
remember
that-
Evan.
yeah,
Nothing else.
yeah. I remembered it actually based on my brother's the mascot of the team.
Evan.
It's the Evansville Otters, which is weird.
Cool.
Because I don't see how there'd be any like otters there.
They just like otters.
Well, wait a minute. Otters.
Aren't they usually like ocean based?
Oh no,
River
freshwater
otters.
river otters are a
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that never mind.
There's
Then
some
maybe
Sacramento.
this is totally normal. I don't know.
You don't ever want an otter as a pet, but yeah, they're
Why not?
awesome animals
I can
because
imagine
they
them
destroy
being gross.
everything.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like they just eat it, or they?
rip it up.
they either use their sharp teeth to rip things up, or their sharp claws to rip things up, or they're just inquisitive nature to get into everything.
Also,
It
they
sounds
use
like a-
rocks to beat open their food. So
There's also
they
that.
Just
Yeah, but they're to
They
be fair, their food won't
be fair.
open up for them.
They
Well, yeah,
use
so
tools.
They use violence first.
I would
It's
too
like-
if my food wouldn't
'cause
open
violence
up
is
for
the
me to
answer.
eat. it.
No. It's not just violence.
Yeah.
These are animals. These are mammals that are not humans that use tools. I'm just saying that's a dangerous thing to have in your
So
house.
are chimps.
Would you want a chimp in your house?
No, they'll rip your face off.
There you go.
They are very strong.
I would see an otter biting your face off too.
Dude,
At
bro,
least your nose.
I am
As-
okay.
At
if
least your
you're-
nose.
Yeah.
If
or
you're
finger.
genuinely worried about an otter, there's so many other things that you need to be worried about. But
But I mean, if an otter's in your house, like you're
It's
not
all I
worried
can
about
say.
a monkey, you're worried about the
Dallas
otter.
is like, there is a much bigger world
No,
out there than
yeah.
an
Hey,
otter.
I'm
just
more-
so you know,
yeah.
Oh.
Lutraphobia is the fear of otters.
Oh,
There's
that's
Awesome.
a
fact
weird
today.
name for
That's
that.
a great
there was
fact.
a
Thank
young
you.
girl who got bit by an otter
Hell yeah.
just a couple years ago.
She turned into one?
Highway 70. Radioactive.
A were otter.
She's a
Were otter.
a water, if you will.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, there's another flat one.
that was pretty good. I don't know. I think I made a splash.
Stop.
That's two in a row.
I will throw something.
Oh my gosh, Gabby's an otter.
Yes.
Although, actually, I gotta say they would be terrible at throwing because they don't have long arms. They're
Yeah.
very frontal, like rodent based. You know, like very short paws, not
Yeah.
not long ligatures.
They're like
Yeah.
ferrets.
Yeah,
but,
they're like ferrets. Yeah.
The large species of otter, though,
Noodle.
I want to say they can get 4 to 5 feet long.
4 to
So,
5 feet?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so.
4
absolutely.
to 5 feet?
I
What?
might even be wrong in 6, but the giant otter
No,
is huge.
I
Dude,
disagree with
they
that.
eat caiman and crabs.
If you put an otter back like upside down instead of like when the stomach floats up in the water, you put it back on the other side. Isn't that just a seal, really?
Just because it's an animal that swims?
Yeah.
She's trying to say otters are pointless if they don't lay on their back.
Otters are inverted seals.
Dude,
Your
the-
giant otter can get
Get-
1.7 meters,
which is almost
5 feet,
almost
5'6"
5'10".
feet, and 53
I am
pounds.
an otter.
Where, like out in the middle of the ocean, maybe. There's no way river otters are getting that big.
Oh no,
Amazon
giant
River.
otter.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This makes sense.
It's in the name, dude.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay. I thought
Yeah.
that was more.
You're not going to
Yeah.
down to Sacramento and
Slow-moving
find a
rivers.
pretty
Right.
long otter.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
Well, not a
depends
giant
where you
one.
look. Yeah.
the record for giant otters is 94 inches. That's a really big otter.
Jeez, what are they like? Hunting
But they're
competitions?
super light.
Oh yeah,
You know
they're
what's
and
interesting?
and like really agile.
Yeah, like if it comes at you, you kick it and it goes away because it's like.
You faced many
Yeah.
otters, Zach.
But if they get
He's
you,
like,
telling you, this
you
5
kick
pounds
otter.
is a max of 55 pounds.
Well, right. So they're gonna be like a real skinny bully.
Yeah,
like
like,
it's
if
just.
but
yeah.
it only takes about 8 pounds to drown a man.
I'm not. Okay, Cameron,
Or
I'm not battling a
Wait,
otter in the
what?
water. I would lose that.
8 pounds.
As long as we're sure.
He's on my turn.
What do you mean 8 pounds to drown a man? What are you talking about? How do you know this?
Yeah,
Who have you drowned?
Okay,
Probably
okay.
ER work.
An episode of River Monsters that I saw.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh,
This dude
River Monsters.
made a
There you
comment
go.
that
Giant
it only
otters
takes about
were-
8 pounds of like
Force.
pull down
Right.
to pull a person underwater.
Well, okay, I get that.
Okay,
But,
Dallas doesn't have to worry about that because the North American river otter is somewhere in the range of like 15 pounds.
yeah,
So-
those are the ones I'm used to.
Yeah,
I can do
little Little ones.
I'll handle those. But
Dallas
yeah.
will give us a video of him beating up an otter.
Yeah, watch.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have nightmares about
I'm gonna
giant
be-
otters.
That's all
Like,
I want.
you
Watch.
don't exist.
No, watch this.
You're
I'm gonna
not
watch.
real.
I'm gonna go watch one of my brother's games and see the mascot and just be out there wailing on it with a bat. And,
And
they're
they're
like,
sir,
"What are
sir,
you doing?"
That's violence towards an animal. And you're like, no, this is an animal that knows how to use tools. This
I'm
isn't
like-
violence. This is war. And
I'm
they're
like, this is
"Fair
a
enough,
giant
continue."
otter. Who dressed it and taught it to walk around?
I'd pay good money to see you attack a mascot.
Just killing it. They're like, stop it. My brother's like, Dallas, no.
And then you can come into my office and I can make money.
My daughter. Oh shit.
Poor 17-year-old
I mean,
bat
wow,
boy that you
that's-
just beat up in a costume. That's just
No, Zach's
crying.
right. Your daughter. It's what you have when you fight the
I'm not
otter.
going to this school when I graduate.
Flat one. There it is. Oh.
Damn, no one cares.
And your brother would be out there on the field pretending he doesn't know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd just be like,
He'd be stopping.
he'd just be look over and be like, oh, crazy guy's on the field again. We should really put up a higher fence.
Getting drunk at
Yeah,
school.
wasted.
Drunk at my
Yeah.
games, just like that.
Yeah, it'd be fucking. Wow, just like dad. If only. I wish that my dad does not have that problem. It would be funny if he did, but no. Yeah.
It was funny because he doesn't have that.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. Possibly, I'm trying to make it there, because as you imagine, any person who plays any kind of professional sports, you're only home like half the time, or about less than half the time, really. And so actually during the time when I go there, during that first week I'm there, my brother's like, oh, we have a string of home games for like,
Called a series, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, they have a home series, but actually they would have
series
two different series actually, Tim,
Oh, okay.
because a series is only 3 games, so
So it's a home stretch.
All right.
Now you're just making up words.
no, I don't think home stretch applies in that, but close. But no, yes, but it is a string of home games. It's like 2 different series because it's for like 6 days, and so anyway, I'm gonna try. All my flights are already locked in for Oklahoma, and I don't have like the fancy insurance or whatever that allows you to just like change shit up without paying a bunch of money.
Right.
So I'm sticking to my plan, and then I'm going to perhaps
Wing it.
after I'm out there for like a couple days, go fly out to Indiana, which is much closer from there. It's about 600 miles or so from where I'll be, and maybe fly into there. Hopefully maybe get to hang out with my brother a little bit, maybe get to see some of his games. And also I swear I did not plan this, and this all also came to fruition today. Turns out my brother informed me that Indiana, where he's at, they're in the very southern tip of Indiana, so it's only about a 30-minute drive into Kentucky. So I might just be able to go check out
Yeah, I mean,
my favorite bourbons in Kentucky.
It's not that far away from Louisville.
Yeah. He also said he's only about an hour away from Nashville.
Yeah.
In the other
That whole
direction.
area is,
So
like,
Yeah.
much closer together than you think it is.
well,
Yeah.
it is and it isn't, because what I didn't realize, number one, I didn't realize Indiana was way up north. Like
Yeah.
Indiana touches one of the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
And then also, but the southern tip of Indiana, because Indiana is kind of long. When you
Yeah, it's a
get to
long,
that
skinny one.
other side, just on the other side of Indiana and Ohio is where all the states get super, super tiny again.
Mm-hmm.
So they are all pretty close to each other, and I was just like, well, this is freaking awesome. Like, what an added bonus would be if I could get into Kentucky, because I'm sure that they have shit available there that I just would never like have availability to. And so I'm just like, well, that would be cool on top of everything else. But anyway, the point is I'm trying to work that out.
I mean, it's just a 10-hour drive.
Yeah. I'm
wonder
not
what that would
I'm not
be
gonna
like Uber.
drive from Oklahoma to Indiana, but I may drive from Indiana to Kentucky, because that would only be like a half hour, an hour, so that would be worth it.
Well, I did find one that keeps you out of Arkansas, so that's a better route. You don't
Yeah.
wanna You don't know
They don't even know how to
Arkansas?
pronounce. Yeah, they don't even know how to pronounce their own fucking state. You know that there's a problem there. But yeah, anyway, so that'd be really cool. And then I will not be back after that from Oklahoma until August 22nd. So yeah, so about a month.
Until I start school.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think school starts the week before I come back, actually, depending on which school you're in. But yeah, so I'll be coming back. So during that time, the week that I leave, Zach actually will be at his tournaments and things like that. So say good luck to Zach on those. But so that week, I'm assuming that well, actually I don't know, because you will you still be here that Monday before that?
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. So we will be able
This
to record.
upcoming Monday?
No.
Thank you.
There's a thing that Gabby and I will be at next Monday.
It's my brother's birthday.
It's her brother's birthday.
Nice.
Oh,
birthday,
wow.
brother.
Okay, just rub that in my face.
Yeah.
Jeez, jerk.
When are you leaving?
Gabby's an otter.
He's
Anyway.
He's not leaving. He's leaving the following.
The 23rd.
You're back 24?
Me?
Yeah.
The 25th, I think.
Oh.
25th is when I fly out. But I'm leaving
I'm
here.
back the 26th.
Ah. Dope. So yeah, so anyway, during the time while I'm away, I figure what we could do is at someone's house, if someone wants to open it up, I could give my box of recording equipment, hand it over, and then you guys could still record in like someone's house. It just, because no one's gonna be here. So yeah, so if you guys want to do that, we could keep this going, and then yeah, the only difference would be I would pipe in via like Zoom or something. I don't know.
Most likely my house, from what has been assessed.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, Gabby, also your house, I think would be prime for this actually, because just the way like you have like your little living room set up, I feel like it would be like kind of nice and cozy, like this is kind of a feel. I was gonna say, because technically, if you're hosting, you could bring in guest speakers if you want. It's up to you.
That's true. Yeah.
You can kick Cameron out.
Cameron's gone, dude.
Cameron's done.
I mean,
She's
Cameron
like,
can
finally.
I like you, Cameron,
No.
but it's 2-1 right now. So sorry.
Cameron gets to come.
Got voted off the island.
Got voted
Cameron
off the
gets
island.
to come.
2-1. Damn.
Yeah,
Cameron gets to come.
Yeah.
The
So
Otters-
Zach can just Zach can leave.
yeah. The Otters didn't push him off the island, luckily.
Zach's been voted off the island.
There's a reason it's never been Facebook official. Done. Yeah.
I was thinking about deleting my Facebook too a while ago because never post, never do anything like that.
Yeah.
And then I was driving up. And I found someone's dog, and so I called the pound, talked to them about it, see what they want me to do. They're like, "Yeah, just bring him in a little bit," and I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
Threw a picture on Facebook,
Yeah.
and within 5 minutes, some random dude that I went to school with messaged some other person that I also knew, but
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, isn't this your dog? He'd been gone for like 3 days." So,
That's beautiful.
and
Dude,
he was the nicest
I
dog.
so
He was
wish-
in my
story.
car.
I so wish that you had just stopped at. Oh, I wanted you to just say, I thought about deleting my Facebook a couple years ago, and then one day I found a dog, and then just end the story right there. You see, like, what? Like, oh, okay, all right, cool. Yeah, or it's just like I thought of way cooler things like dogs, and then I just stopped even thinking about Facebook. I'd be like, oh, that's cool too. Yeah.
That's Homeward Bound.
That's a
too.
reason. Yeah, but Homeward Bound, they
That's
did it
Homeward
without
Bound.
Facebook.
Another
2 dogs and a cat.
Another fairly recent thing with Facebook is there's
Mhm.
Vandalized.
I heard about this.
Vandalized and just like
Trashed.
little kids ran in and were punks and did not treat it very well. And somebody went on Facebook and basically talked about it and was like, "Hey, I'm throwing this money to start a tab there for anybody else who wants to donate." And they ended up raising $12,000
Nice.
to have a tab open. And it's still open. The tab is still there. I think they said they have like half of it. Half the tab's still there. And you just go in and basically say, "Hey, put like let me be on the tab," and then they just won't charge you. Get first note and stuff.
You know what's funny? I learned about that too, via the newspaper.
You're old.
But
Holy shit.
Wow. Wow, you're like, Facebook's for old people. Newspaper's where it's at.
No,
Were
that you
reading
gotta
that
be.
while your
I
wife
gotta be
cooked you
clear.
breakfast
I
and
gotta
your
be
two
clear
kids were
here
getting ready
though.
for school?
I gotta be clear here though.
Your dog was shitting
Newspaper
Were you drinking decaf at the time?
is timeless. Okay.
No,
I was actually.
not.
I was. I
It's
was.
not
To
timeless,
be
it's
fair, I
dying.
was
No.
house
It's on
sitting
fire.
No.
for an
It
elderly
dies.
woman who still gets the paper, and that's how I read it.
question is how many people that read it in the newspaper donated to the thing?
There's where
But
the money
they're the
meets
smartest
the road.
because they get free ice cream. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. See, what we're really smart is be one of the vandals and then go get free ice cream too. That's smart.
The Vandals were a couple of kids that just like were being punks.
What a
And
bunch
like
of
racist
punks.
and assholes. And...
Yeah, they called them a bunch
Get
of
their asses
otters.
whooped.
Yep.
It's messed up.
Dropping
But-
elbow on them.
Drop the people's elbow. But yeah, no, I don't know where I was segueing with that, but the point is, I'm gonna probably encounter some otters, guys. So I'm glad that you gave me some safety tips on these giant otters I may encounter. And
You're not going to see a giant otter.
You might.
Oh, I guarantee
Mascot.
you, the mascot is definitely going to be a giant otter.
I don't think there are any.
He'll probably
in
have a hat.
Northern America.
Actually, he will have a hat. He has a hat on their drawing. Yeah,
Yes.
he's the Evansville Otters. He's got like he's got a baseball
They
cap
taught
on.
him to wear clothes.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you. They taught him to walk and they gave him clothes. It's messed up.
Hey.
Otters are taking over.
Hey, maybe he wanted to learn how to walk upright and wear clothes.
I don't care what an otter wants to do.
Wow, that's really intolerant.
Yeah, I agree. That's why humans are on top. Can't tolerate everything. It'll climb all over you.
Despise humans.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey,
Cameron, good thing you never drink.
hey, why is it sometimes you have one animal and then like it has a different bone or horn and then they're like it's a different animal now? Like you got a hippo, you put a horn on it, now it's a rhino. You got a whale, put a horn on it, now it's a narwhal.
If
You
have
got
a-
a seal, put bigger teethers on it, now it's a walrus. It's like
If you have a horse, you put a horn on it, it's a unicorn.
no, Tim,
That's
you ruined
true.
it.
Why? That is a good point. Or how about, have you ever seen some of these creatures that look like amalgamations of two other animals?
Yes, I've watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. Thank you.
No, I'm talking about actual animals, not bullshit animation.
It's not bullshit.
You
It's a
guys ever
good
seen?
show. Take
Yeah, you're
that back.
bullshit.
Have you guys ever seen tapers?
No.
Yeah.
They're
Well, I mean,
like,
not in real life, but yeah.
yeah, they're like a mixture between.
Oh, TPIR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have the
yeah.
little noses.
Tapir, yeah. Tapir
Tapper,
might be the
tapir.
proper way to say it, but I think taper is
Whatever.
accepted. But they almost look like a half mini elephant mixed with like a deer or an
yeah.
antelope or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. They have this weirdest looking nose.
And they
Yeah,
eat
they
and
almost
they're
look
like,
prehistoric.
Yeah, they're just very odd and
you got a
interesting.
mountain lion, put teethers on it, saber-tooth lion now.
There
It's
you
like,
go.
excuse me.
Hey, you know what that means? That means cats nowadays are just shitty compared to the way they used to be. They used to be
Yes.
awesome.
Probably a good thing. Just saying.
It's not a good.
If you have a
thing.
dog and give him teethers, he's a wolf.
If you have an elephant, give him teethers. It's a mammoth. Like
Actually, I was gonna say we took the dog. away.
No,
say
an
elephants
elephant
have-
already
Oh no,
has
he
teethers.
has the one.
Yeah.
You put fur on him.
Fur.
It has
Cross a
fur.
bison
Yeah, it's
and a
bigger in
bull
its
and an
fur.
elephant.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Woolly-
Yeah.
That's
woolly
true.
mammoth.
Good
You
point.
take a human, give him teethers, they're a vampire,
No. Lame.
And they sparkle in the sunlight.
and they
No,
sparkle
I
in
was gonna say
sunlight.
I'm pretty sure they're just called an adolescent at that point. Yeah. You know.
Yo, rhinos are whack.
Rhinos are whack.
Yeah.
Aren't they extinct now?
No.
No.
Well,
The last white rhino.
the last white rhino male died. So there's 2 females.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So efficiently extinct.
Get the semen.
There are,
It's dead.
They've already kind of.
not white rhinos, but there's a couple other rhinos. that
Oh
are just-
man.
They're, super endangered. To the point where what they do is the people trying to basically keep them alive go and hunt down the rhinos,
Mhm.
tag them,
Mhm.
basically knock them out, cut their horn off,
Yep.
and then set them back out.
Oh,
That's the only reason
Yeah, they
they're
would
alive
kill them
They
as
won't get
the
poached,
horn.
for they poach them for the horn.
That's crazy. Like
I'd rather
reverse
just sit
poaching.
out and wait for the
Yeah,
poach.
it's basically it's like
Huh.
but it's one of those things where the poachers you realize the poachers don't need to kill the animal.
No, I was gonna say it's the other thing. It's like you realize you could put it to sleep and just take the thing that you want, and it would
then it
just
regrows.
and it would
Yeah.
be fine.
But do the horns regrow
Oh yeah.
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 It's like
annually?
No. It's not like antlers. It's bone.
It's-
Like it's
okay.
it's
not
like your fingernails.
it's not like bone. It's just like antlers, which is like your fingernails, which is keratin
Yeah.
or whatever, and which is really really interesting. Actually, my cousin was telling me about this. He's an avid hunter. He was just recently telling me about how antlers regrow on deer every year,
It's
and then they
really
go through their rut system, and
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
it's just so fascinating. And then they grow velvet when
Mhm.
the new ones grow off, and it gets itchy, and they have to
Mhm.
grind it off. And I was just like, it's the weirdest fucking thing ever. And then they'll have like velvet, which is essentially like skin hanging off of their antlers. Sometimes it looks like a rotting. It makes it look like it's a zombie deer. Like
Yeah.
it's so strange.
I mean,
Anyway,
you have
And
fingernails
what's even-
growing out of your scalp. It's got to feel weird.
it's got to be itchy.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me that it's itchy. I'm
I
like,
mean,
yeah, I
my
get that.
fingernails are itchy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it kind of be like eyebrows almost? No.
No, that's
Well, I don't
hair.
know. I think I attribute it more like maybe like getting a hangnail or something. Like it's
Probably,
like
yeah. Probably.
get those little deals that come off the the top of your fingers, right above your
Cuticle.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you get those little like tags of skin or whatever that come off, and it's just like there's all kinds of little maintenance going on, and I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird to think
Yo,
about.
you know what other weird ones that they out of you can put pig, give them bigger teeth. First, now it's a warhog. They're creepy.
Well,
Give a
they
pig a
just
couple- What, months of freedom and they turn into.
I was gonna say actually a
Wars.
lot of pigs, they will turn feral if they go just be loose in the wild.
Yeah,
They'll,
it's really
they'll grow
fast too.
they'll grow longer
Yeah.
hair, longer teeth. It's surprising how quickly they will turn feral.
I was just watching this thing about the mongoose, and mongoose and warthogs in the wild
Uh huh.
hang out together,
Uh huh.
and the warthogs will just like lay down and let the mongoose like eat all the bugs off of them.
Oh.
But the mongoose is like supposedly it's like one of the worst animals in the world.
The
Could-
mongoose?
Yeah,
Wait,
because
what are mongooses?
They're those furry creatures that
they're like
kill
weasels
snakes.
that kill snakes.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. They're
Yeah.
tiny, right?
They're
Huh?
kind of like Wolverines.
Yeah, they're fearless.
Or
They're
like
they're
honey
real. They're
badgers.
anything
Yeah.
that kills snakes, you're gonna be pretty badass.
Yeah.
Like,
How
But-
big's the snake?
But they
no, they'll kill big
king
snakes, like,
cobras.
yeah,
yeah,
it's fast, poisonous. Like they kill the shit out of them. Yeah,
They don't just kill them.
they kill them and then they
Actually,
literally strain the
no.
shit out of them.
actually, Dallas,
Fuck 'em up.
you're not wrong, not far wrong, because the mongoose will actually beat up the snake.
Yeah,
Is it the mongoose that there's like a weird Pokemon where it's a mongoose but its teeth are like nah?
are you thinking of Zigzagoon? Perhaps I don't know.
No, it's
I'm not well
different.
enough
Hang
versed.
on, now I have
If you
to
guys
look
know
up
what
its name is.
I did
Pokemon
not
she's
catch
referring
I'm
to.
looking up the mongoose
Anyway,
Pokemon.
so this thing was talking about how the mongoose has like gone to places and then decimated the natural like
Young
ecosystem.
goose.
Because
There he
they'll
is.
just
What's
I
his
mean,
name?
tear up
Young-
anything,
young
eat
goose?
eggs,
Yeah.
Young
Yeah,
Goose?
young
raid
goose.
He must be of the
Yeah.
newest generation. I've never even
Look
heard
at
of that.
him.
Yeah.
His teeth are like nah.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
He looks really simple, which means he's from the new iteration,
Yeah.
which means he's shitty.
Probably.
Hey.
But like the point is like
He probably
New Zealand.
is, but you don't need to be mean.
You don't have to be honest, okay?
New Zealand actually it's outlawed to bring the mongoose into New Zealand.
It's
Why would
outlawed
you?
to bring even yourself into New Zealand.
No.
Actually, literally, right now it is. No one can
Probably.
leave or enter.
Okay. But like
And it was pretty hard even before.
but
Why is
regardless of
New
COVID,
Zealand is
No,
right now. It's
New
for
Zealand.
COVID, but before that, New Zealand is one of like the hardest places because it's considered like such a natural sanctuary. So they try and keep anything from
The
like coming in and
kiwi.
affecting the ecosystem. But then on top of that, they actually actively keep out. It's one of the hardest nations to get into if you
Oh.
want to like move in as like an immigrant. You have to have all these massive stipulations beforehand. Like one of the old stipulations is probably more now. You used to have a minimum of like $100,000 in a bank account just to even be considered. Like, and that was just one of the stipulations.
Wow.
I think it's also true. I forget
strain on the economy.
the other country. Maybe I think maybe it's Canada. I can't remember the name of the country, but there was a country where if you've ever had a DUI, you could never receive citizenship there. And just like a bunch of other little things like that, like things that you'd go, oh shit, like I know tons of people who just couldn't go there. You know what I mean? Like,
for that
it's-
one reason alone.
yeah, for even one reason, and then there's like a ton of these things, and so, yeah. But New Zealand is beautiful, and I would like to go there someday. And there's someone here who has actually been there.
Wow.
You're there for what? 2 weeks?
Week and a half.
A week and a half, yeah. And you're mostly in the.
Didn't
The-
go to the southern island, only northern.
But you were like, you got to see like the Hobbiton and a lot of.
Climbed the mountain that was Mountain Doom, or right next to it.
Nice.
We went to Auckland, which is cool. Hung out around that area. We basically just did a lot of hiking. I think one of the coolest things about there's so many little what's the word? Not ecosystem, but
Microclimates? No, that's weather.
the something happened to the recording.
It was me.
No.
Or it might have just zoomed out. No, it was.
Still good?
I don't know. It just looks a lot smaller. Let me check.
That's what she said.
I was just
It's too easy, man. Guaranteed 200.
Amen, amen, and they women. Okay.
Amen and amen.
The peak of human ignorance.
Just talk.
Language is important.
Check. Hello? Okay, all your mics seem fine. Mine's
Hello?
just dead for some reason. Even though I can hear it in my ears.
Wow, that sucks. Maybe try just unplugging, replugging.
Check. Check.
What are you doing?
check. Pull it out and jam
I
it
need
back
you guys
in.
to stop talking, otherwise I can't see if my thing it goes up for me talking into it.
Yeah, camera, shut up.
Check. Okay, I can see it now. Okay,
Sorry.
we're fine. That was weird. Okay, we're recording again.
The question was Zach muted?
No,
Did he mute himself?
no, I didn't mute myself.
Why would he?
Why wouldn't he?
When did he?
Who is Gamora?
Who is Gamora?
I'll give you one more. How is Gamora?
I'll give you one better.
Who is Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Why is Gamora? No, I think that's the actual line. I'll
Yeah,
give you one better.
Whatever.
Why is Gamora?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when I was talking
Why?
about the
You're talking about Auckland?
yeah, we're talking about New Zealand, and one of the craziest things is just how many like ecosystems, how many different just environments there are. You could drive an hour and a half and you're in a rainforest, and then like right out of the rainforest is just rolling hills, just like farmland, and then you can be in the mountain in another hour, and it's just like, you know, huge mountains. And so it's just kind of, I don't know, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's super cool considering the island's not that big.
Yeah.
And so the differentiating climate that they have
Exactly.
there and all the different
Oh,
things, which is so
I know
incredible.
what you were trying to. Biodiversity.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a huge
it was
biodiversity.
a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
different things really jammed in together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And which is also when you realize that all the Lord of the Rings were filmed on those islands, you're like, holy shit, like they're not that big, but they have all these different types of
All of Mordor fit there.
Oh, that was the other
mean,
place
yeah.
we saw where they filmed the Elf Homeland.
Oh.
What's the place called?
Riverdale?
That like
Rivendell, yeah.
valley with the
Yeah.
nice. I
It's
bet that was really pretty.
very small. The set area is not very big. Most of it was
'Cause it's
CGI.
Yeah.
No, a few people realize elves are smaller than hobbits for the movie.
What?
They had to CGI and
Yeah.
make the hobbits look smaller than elves.
Exactly.
It took a lot of
No, shut.
Wait,
Cameron, he's fucking with you.
well, I was gonna say, I thought even in the lore, I thought elves
for
were
our
big.
He's like,
Uh,
what?
For the audio listeners, Cameron had this look of absolute like
Huh?
stunned bewilderment on his face.
It's like I just told him Santa isn't real. He's just like,
Wow.
well,
Way to lose like half our audience.
oh shit.
Jeez.
Sorry, guys.
The Easter Bunny's real though.
Yeah.
But yes, and he lives
He's
in
the
New
one that
Zealand.
makes the most sense, so he's.
Actually, yeah, according to that one
Thanks,
movie,
popping out.
yeah, Hugh Jackman was the Easter Bunny, so he does live like in
Carl
New
Urban.
Zealand or perhaps Australia. Who?
Carl Urban. He's from New Zealand.
No, but there was a movie where Hugh Jackman actually played the Easter Bunny.
Was that the same movie where The Rock was the Tooth Fairy?
Oh, that's
No.
a different movie.
That's a different.
I never I
No,
haven't
I
seen
forget.
it, so
no,
I
it's
don't
the
know.
one where Chris Pine is Jack Frost.
Also don't know that one.
But it's like all the legends.
Oh,
all
I
the,
think you're talking about Legend of the
think that's-
Guardians. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
The
That's it.
animated one?
Yeah,
Oh, the
yeah,
animated
animated
one.
one.
That's it,
Oh,
yeah.
I was.
okay.
I
That's
thought.
what you
I'm, I'm,
Yeah, I thought of it. Right.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
like, what?
I'm trying to picture
I
Hugh
thought that-
Jackman in a
Dude,
bunny
mutton
suit.
chops.
I thought that was
Oh.
the Greatest Showman. I thought that was. Yeah, it's basically a bunny rabbit compared to what he used to play. But now, speaking of that, I was just telling my girlfriend about Logan because
Yeah.
About it.
I have watched through with her all of the whole Avengers series up to at least Endgame. So, at least completed the arc, type of thing.
Yeah.
But she's never seen the Fox, like the original.
X-Men's?
Yeah, and the X-Men's.
Okay.
There's like 9
There's
movies.
also a couple Hulks.
Just
Well,
yeah.
it's-
You know.
There's-
You don't need to watch any of
The
those.
We-
second one wasn't too bad.
We didn't even
Yeah.
watch. We didn't. I don't think we even watched the one that plays into the Avengers.
The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually no. That was the first time I ever watched it.
Yeah,
Was
because we
just-
watched it. We watched it together.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
And that was the first time I
because-
watched it, and I was
Right?
like,
yeah, because didn't we watch?
oh,
Did we watch all of them before?
yeah. I think leading up to Avengers,
leading up
I
to
was trying to
Avengers?
rewatch.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah,
And one of those we watched was The Incredible Hulk.
yeah, and that was the
Yeah.
first time I watched it because I bought it, and because I'd never seen it in all
Massive,
the years.
Yeah.
And Norton
And I
did a
was
good
like,
Norton did a good job, but it didn't
Yeah.
I think it's
it didn't
fair.
fit.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like there was a lot of good actors and stuff in it.
Listen,
it's just
he's
like
no Mark Ruffalo, okay?
That's
That's
fair.
all we can.
Exactly.
That's fair.
that. Yeah, that's true. He changed his pronouns to Mark Ruffalo, and
Yeah.
now
Yeah, that's how
what
it
he's
works.
That's
known
not a
as.
pronoun.
It is now.
Okay.
Welcome to 2021.
Call me Mark.
Tim.
I identify as Mark Ruffalo.
I wish.
You can only identify as a Mark Ruffalo. You,
Oh.
can't-
Yeah, yeah. Not
You're
me.
not-
Be Mark Ruffalo.
you could be Mark Ruffalo, yeah. You could also see Mark Ruffalo.
I identify as the Incredible Hulk.
You could even F Mark Ruffalo.
Instead of fuck, marry, kill, it's like see, perceive, and perceive, fucking pretend to be. I don't know.
B, C, and F. Insert celebrity name.
Would you like
That's how I'll
to take
teach-
the identity of Mark
Yeah.
Ruffalo? Sleep
Tim,
with Mark Ruffalo?
you teach English.
Or
That's how you should
observe Mark
teach people
Ruffalo?
like letters in the alphabet. See, who wants to be?
Who wants to conceptualize Mark Ruffalo with me?
I just understood that Dallas basically took Tim's job down to teaching ABC.
Yeah, no, I caught on to that pretty quick.
I
Zach,
mean,
thank
you're
you.
teaching English.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
when I learn a new language, you have to learn the alphabet. That's the basics.
I'm
That's all
teaching
saying.
college writing. It's not.
Do you not have
ABCs.
foreign speakers like English? as a
Yeah,
second
and
language?
most of them have a better handle on the alphabet than the native speakers.
Wow, that's impressive.
No, it's just kind of disappointing.
I don't understand how. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, that's a half start, dude.
I know. I'm sorry.
Come on.
I remember hearing or reading something about how in the last 30 years the American government has pumped like an additional amount into just mathematics and literature
Mhm.
into the education system, and it has not changed our status at all.
That's-
And I think it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, well, and I'll tell you.
Depends on all how you teach it.
Also,
especially
I'll-
from a public student
Sure.
who went
Can't-
to public school.
Cameron, I'll tell you where that money went.
To Joe Biden.
No,
Oh,
the place I work at
Yeah.
this last year or a year and a half ago, just before COVID hit, we officially went over the point where there are now more administrators than faculty at my community college.
So what does that mean? What's the difference between an administrator?
An
and a
administrator
faculty?
doesn't teach; they're office staff.
basically more business staff
Yeah.
than actual teachers.
So answering phones, doing the paperworks. That kind of stuff.
Running committees, overseeing departments, all of that. Without airing too much dirty laundry,
no
Just
names
enough- just
will
enough,
be
though.
just
yeah,
enough.
No names will be released.
Community colleges all over California are suffering from an epidemic of administration where admin is making a lot more money than faculty, and faculty is being asked to do more with less.
And it's like,
So-
why is that so?
Because of alchemy.
Because
It's like, why is that
education
the
is a
case if
business.
they're getting
Look,
so
man,
much more
animals
money
don't have to
like
go to
that?
college. They can just wear shirts and hats and go.
Yeah, how the fuck do otters learn how to wear shirts and hats?
Why
they
do
didn't go to
I
school.
have to go to
Dude,
school?
Yeah.
that was private school.
Amen.
That's true.
I don't
true.
want to
Charter
pay
school,
money.
dude.
That's true.
Dude, the mascot gets paid money. He doesn't
Also,
have
a
to
lot of
pay the
incredible
money.
things have come out of Indiana. Dave Letterman, Michael
Uh-huh.
Jackson,
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
The dog's name was Indiana.
But he took it.
The dogs. You didn't say that right.
I'm not going to say it with a Sean
Come
Connery.
on!
Don't
Come
disgrace
on!
him.
Dog's name was
The dog's name was Indiana.
Indiana.
Indiana? Indy? Junior. Junior. That's how you said it.
Yeah, no one ever wants to hear Sean Connery refer to them as Junior. That's just not a.
There are worse juniors you could be. Many worse juniors.
I mean,
Being a junior of Sean Connery I'd be fine. I'd be like, yeah, that's dope. I'll take that.
My dad was James Bond.
Oh yeah? Well, my dad was a Spanish conquistador who got a Japanese sword and fought with
yeah. The breakdown of Highlander, the movie.
Real quick.
and he still never got the accent right.
No. Because you
What-
know why?
what
you know
accent?
Why?
Yeah, what
There
accent?
was
You
no
know
accent.
why? Because it's Sean Connery.
Connery, right.
No, you know what it proves to
Sean
us?
Connery had a Scottish accent
No.
speaking Russian.
You know
like-
what, me, you know what that movie proved? That Sean Connery
That Queen is the best soundtrack for any.
True.
It
Absolutely.
proved,
Great for car rides.
it proved to me that Sean Connery's accent is immortal. It's timeless, and it never goes out of style. And you could put it in anything, and you're like, holy shit, this
It's like Arnold
fits.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And Arnold, same thing. His accent,
Same vibe.
yeah, when he was a barbarian,
And
sounded Austrian.
Sylvester Stallone.
When he was a
You can't understand a
Terminator.
word he says, but he's still saying
He's
it.
really fun.
He's gotten a lot better at English.
That's
I was
true.
going to say
That's
that
true.
about Arnold. Like, his
true.
accent has gotten a lot better.
It actually genuinely has. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you listen to his early movie work, and Terminator actually is one of the great examples. They barely have him talk.
Yeah,
Dude,
his
Conan
mouth doesn't
movies.
move a lot.
Well, the
It's great.
Conan movies, but the Conan he could talk.
He had one-liners.
Well, it was more his ability to memorize lines and speak lines and whatever. And he,
Yeah.
let's be honest, it was mainly for his physique.
I love,
Terminator,
oh my gosh.
similarly,
What?
I just on that note, like real quick, I love all the bloopers of Jackie Chan where he's just like regurgitating regurgitating lines that they've given him, and he's saying different English words, and it's so precious.
Jackie Chan?
Yeah, there's one where he has like a gun. They come and he's supposed to like freeze. He just goes cheese, and they're like no.
They're like,
and he doesn't. He genuinely doesn't know that he's saying it wrong, and so he's like right into it.
One of the main ones
so
of those
funny.
is Rush Hour.
It's really
Rush
Yeah.
Hour, yeah.
It's
No,
really
Rush Hour
funny.
bloopers are hilarious, yeah.
No,
But
and
that's,
he's just selling it, and they're all laughing, and he doesn't get it for a second. It's so wholesome. It's
Yeah.
so cute.
well, Jackie Chan is just lovable. I don't know anyone who
That's true.
could dislike
I mean,
Jackie Chan.
the outtake of maybe the best line in that movie. Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth?
Yeah.
True.
The outtake of that is Chris Tucker delivers the line, and
Yeah.
Jackie Chan goes, "No."
No.
like, and then Chris Tucker loses it.
Yeah,
'cause-
he starts to
Because
laugh
it's
his ass
funny.
off.
yeah.
No, and also what's just like I always forget how funny how much I just enjoyed that pairing. Like that pairing, those
It's
two.
a weird combo.
No,
that
it's a-
really works.
Yeah, it's one of those pairings that I think it perfectly encapsulates one of those like I didn't know I needed this until I
Oh,
saw
absolutely.
it.
And the
you know,
greatest
like,
example
I
of it is not any of the Rush Hours. It's Shanghai Noon. When you understood
Shanghai Noon.
when you understood
Shanghai
that Jackie
Nights, yeah.
or Shanghai Nights, right? That's
Yeah,
what I
Well,
meant.
they're same.
Yeah,
they're the
same.
same thing.
But I mean,
yeah.
the Jackie Chan Owen Wilson didn't work.
No.
It definitely was not as good. It was passable for that time period
Sure,
of like,
but it
was
was-
still you still had the Jackie Chan like
Yeah,
great action
right.
and all that stuff, and
Oh, he was carrying.
you
but
said Owen
yeah.
Wilson going, wow,
Wow.
he just do something and go, wow, you know, you're like, and that doesn't really carry it. Whereas Chris Tucker is genuinely hilarious, and you just carry that shit over with the stoicness of Jackie Chan just being like looking at him being like, what the fuck are you doing? Like
Yeah.
you're nuts.
I think my favorite scene of Rush Hour is when they go into the bar, the billiards,
Mm.
and they're in there. And first off, Chris Tucker starts out great because he just sees this dude smoking in the corner, and he goes, "What is that? Is that a cigarette?" The guy goes, yeah. He just takes it and then he smokes it, and he goes, "That ain't no cigarette. That's like a weed." And then he like chucks it on the ground.
That's like a weed. I remember
And then,
that
and
line.
then at the end, like later on, they get Jackie Chan to say the N-word because he's inside there.
That's right.
He's in there, and he just thinks that's how you greet
Oh,
people.
that's right.
And then he just starts a
Gosh.
brawl because he says the N-word to a black guy.
I totally
That's so
forgot that. I haven't seen those movies in years. I need to rewatch
that
those.
bit is one of my favorite bits.
So
It's
funny.
so funny.
Yeah. No, I really need to rewatch those. And I still don't know if I've ever even seen the third one.
I don't know if I've seen the third one either.
Because it came out like so many years after I remember the first two being
Yeah.
gold. Like I loved the first two. In fact, one of my favorite bloopers from Chris Tucker is at the very end, and you see one of the bad guys fall and die, and he goes, "Oh shit!" And he goes, "He's not going to be in Rush Hour 2." And I was like, "Oh yeah." But no, classic comedies
Those are
from
good.
when I was a wee lad. Those were great. Anyway, I think we may be getting close to our time.
Really
Holy
quick
cow,
before we
dude.
end, Gabby, do you have a thought for us?
That's what I was just about to ask.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hang on. I made a list.
While she's getting it, Rush Hour, the first one, came out in 1998.
Right? Yeah.
Rush
yeah.
Hour 3 came out in 2007.
Yeah, no, that's what we're saying.
Yeah, so it was. Yeah, that's almost 10 years later.
Yeah.
Which seemed even longer because in 98, because I was so young that by the time 2007 came around, it's like a lifetime. Yeah,
And Rush Hour
that's
2
great.
was 3 years after Rush Hour 1.
Yeah, so that's palatable. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like within enough time.
Okay, here I have one about animals.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. So what I was thinking about is like fingerprints, right? And like many animals could like successfully do crimes because like only humans, gorillas, chimpanzees, and koalas have fingerprints. So other animals like can just do whatever.
What?
Yeah,
Is that true?
yeah.
Otter robbers. I get it.
Wait, like yeah, even the ones that have like opposable, like they have like
I looked
digits?
it up because I was curious. And hang on, I locked my phone.
Dude,
Where's
we
my
need
list?
to hire
Dude,
animals to
Listen,
commit crimes.
humans, gorillas, chimps, and koalas are the only ones that have fingerprints.
Koalas have fingerprints. Wow,
Correct.
that's weird.
So a
You
koala
know,
can strangle
hey,
you and go to jail.
You know why they figured that out? Because
Because koalas
all
strangled somebody, they went to jail.
no, because all Australians are criminals, and so they figured out all the
no.
they figured all of them. They're like,
no,
Yeah,
it's because a
yeah.
koala committed murder and they got him.
Yeah.
yeah, because all
Yeah.
Australians are
But
criminals.
dude, that
yeah.
otter you go see it in the it could fucking kill you and you won't know.
They won't know.
Oh,
I mean,
I'm
I feel like
gonna-
you would
I mean,
know.
You would-
Yeah, Gabby, he'll know.
Yeah.
He'll know. He'll be fairly certain.
Yeah.
But yeah, but all the other animals, they can like,
So like
That's
a
crazy.
hippo heist.
yeah.
Ooh.
Dude, what a great name for a movie, actually.
Right?
I'd watch that.
Heist.
Oh, you can
Hippo
steal the
heist.
hippos from what's his name?
Yeah.
Somebody has hippos?
There's a
Hungry,
drug lord.
hungry
Come on,
hippos.
really famous drug lord.
What?
Narcos. Oh,
None of us.
Oh,
Wait,
are
wait.
watching Narcos.
come on, come on.
The dead guy?
Yeah, like the drug lord.
Yeah.
Carlos? Carlos. I
Yeah.
can't remember his last name, but his first name is Carlos.
I don't know how this has to do with hippos.
But
Okay,
he has
Esteban?
hippos in the
He-
show or
Esteban?
something?
No, he brought
Pablo Escobar.
Oh, Escobar.
brought 11 hippos from
I
wherever
sounded
they're
racist
from
right there, yeah.
to his compound, and they're terrorizing the whole
I
area.
was gonna say, hey, and I bet
No,
none
it's
of them
Carlos.
got caught.
Fucking
I
Carl.
bet
Fucking
none of
Carlos.
them got caught.
Yeah, I'm pretty
No,
sure
because nobody fucks
That-
with hippos.
that
Exactly.
wasn't Pablo they shot on the roof. Pablo was eaten by hippos.
True.
Oh.
That was just a double that they shot and claimed that they got Pablo.
they gotta get
So
him on camera.
anyway,
I
just
see.
be careful, man, because the otters still get you.
I'm a fucking.
The
You
otters
made
will
me
get you.
genuinely afraid of otters now.
Good.
That's
you
hilarious.
must
They
have
seem slippery. Like they could get away with a lot of shit. So too.
Oh yeah.
you
Well,
must have lutraphobia, which is a fear
of otters.
No, that'd be a phobia, and you have like a healthy fear.
lutraphobia. Hang on, is there a
Well-
picture? Yes, there's a complete guy.
Anyway, I hope everyone else is not
Wait,
afraid
wait,
How to
like
get
I am.
over it.
wait. Why is on the lutraphobia page there's pictures of otters? That's fucked up.
Let's think about that.
Hey, can
All
I
right.
give you the common symptoms though, real quick?
Well, I hope you're not all as terrified as I am.
Number
and,
one is anxiety when seeing otters and even when having thoughts of
Yeah,
You got it, my friend.
Yeah.
otters.
Anyway,
Congratulations.
We've been able to manifest a
You need
phobia in
exposure
here.
Yeah.
therapy according to this.
Exposure therapy. You need to go swim with otters.
oh gosh, no. Actually,
I would actually do that.
I've actually kayaked
honestly.
with otters out in the ocean before. I've genuinely done that.
Side note by
Yeah.
this person, real quick. I have tried and tested various products and services to help with my anxiety and depression, have yet not found the best one. These are my list of attempts.
He's like, my biggest problem, I live in Evansville, where the otters are.
All of them are.
Anyways,
Yeah.
congratulations. Now you have that.
Yeah, which means the first otter ever was named Evan. Anyway, with that, we're going to sign out.
Yeah.
This has been the Freeform Podcast.
No otters
With-
were harmed in the making of this episode.
Yes, and no otters were harmed in the making, but they will be. This has been
Don't get
Dallas.
away with
This has been Zach, Gabby, Tim, myself, and of course our guest Cameron. Thanks for joining us. And until next time.
Peace.